Hey everyone, Micah here with Electrek, and today I'm reviewing the E-Two GT electric scooter. This thing might look small, but it freaking rips. Let me show you. The E-Two GT, and yes, that's apparently how it's pronounced, really surprised me in the speed and power departments. I mean, look at it. It's a nice looking scooter, but it doesn't exactly scream hot rod. I assumed the GT part was just for show. But that little front wheel motor is actually putting out 700 watts of power. That gets the scooter up to 25 miles per hour or 40 kilometers per hour. And it doesn't take that long either. The scooter is quick. Any scooter that is flirting with the local speed limit is already winning points in my book. But the power in this scooter isn't just about acceleration. It should also help with moderate hill climbing as well. Of course, I'm testing the scooter in Florida, which is flat as a pancake. But you don't hit these speeds this quickly without having some power and torque beneath you. Speaking of what's beneath you, the E-Two GT also has dual suspension, meaning each wheel works independently to absorb shocks. The front has a suspension stem, while the rear has a spring-loaded swing arm. The travel isn't the largest I've seen in an electric scooter, but they've got that spring force figured out because the suspension felt really nicely tuned for cracks and bumps in the pavement and sidewalks. For a scooter this small and light, this is some very nice suspension indeed. And lightweight is no understatement here. This is a 26-pound or 12-kilo scooter. The thing practically floats. Combine that with a solid folding mechanism and even folding handlebars, and you've got a convenient little scooter that would be perfect as a last-mile vehicle for stashing in the trunk or carrying on the subway. Even with that 500 watt-hour Samsung battery that gives over 20 miles or 32 kilometers of range, the scooter is still not overly heavy. But things aren't all rosy, as much as I've talked up the scooter so far. Like every scooter, it's got its flaws. For one, the wheels are airless. While some people will consider this an advantage since you never have to deal with flats, they don't have the same ride feel as air-filled tires. But with suspension, you can almost write this one off since the suspension takes care of the ride comfort. Next is the braking. There's no handbrake, which always makes me feel a little bit weird. Instead, you've got regenerative braking controlled by a second thumb lever. I will say the regen braking surprised me by just how powerful it was. Though I still like to have a handbrake similar to a bicycle setup just in case. For anyone who needs the comfort of a physical brake, you can rest easy though knowing that at least there's a rear stomp brake that you can use in an emergency. In practice, though, I found I was doing all of my braking with the regen brakes, and I never really used that stomp brake. Lastly, there's no kickstand. This seems a bit odd to me, since nearly every other scooter has one. I even had to get creative with a stick to film the upright shots, though it didn't always work right. But all in all, I'm super happy with the E-Two GT electric scooter. At just over $1,000 bucks, it ain't cheap. But it's a high-speed and high-power scooter, and with its full suspension and lightweight design, it can do things other scooters can't, and that's definitely worth something. Thanks for watching, everyone. We hope you enjoyed that review. If you did, why don't you give it a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe so you can check out all of Electrek's electric vehicle videos. We'll see you here next time.